Your 20s are often romanticized as the best years of your life. The years to drift, explore, and live without responsibility. But the Stoics saw something very different. They saw your 20s as the decade where fate begins to harden, where character forms, and where most people unknowingly lock themselves into a life they never wanted. Seneca warned, "It is not that life is short, but that we waste much of it. What you neglect now returns as regret later. What you build now returns as reward later." This is the Stoic Blueprint, a map for turning your 20s into a decade of strength, clarity, discipline, and rising power. Let us begin. Rule 1. Rule your mind before your mind rules you. Marcus Aurelius wrote, "The happiness of your life depends upon the quality of your thoughts." Your mind is under siege in your 20s. Entertainment, comparison, noise, stimulation, algorithms, all pulling at your attention. So Marcus repeated the same lesson to himself. Guard your mind, strengthen your mind, discipline your mind, because the mind is the starting point of all success. A chaotic mind cannot create discipline. A scattered mind cannot create wealth. A distracted mind cannot create power. If you do not choose what you think, the world will choose for you. Make your mind a fortress, a place where only the purposeful and the useful are allowed to enter. Rule 2. Embrace discomfort, the furnace that creates greatness. Seneca said, "Difficulties strengthen the mind, as labor strengthens the body." Your 20s present two paths, the comfortable path and the uncomfortable path. Comfort feels good now, but leaves you weak later. Discomfort feels painful now, but leaves you powerful later. Every challenge avoided creates a weakness. Every challenge faced creates a weapon. While others weaken themselves in comfort, you strengthen yourself in the fire. Discomfort is not punishment. Discomfort is preparation. And so, the blueprint continues. The next teachings of the Stoic Blueprint unfold now. Rule 3. Your 20s are for sowing, not reaping. Most people want the harvest without the planting. They want rewards without work, results without patience, and trophies without foundations. But the Stoics remind us, your 20s are not the decade of fruits. They are the decade of seeds. Learn deeply, build slowly, grind quietly, prepare relentlessly. A king does not appear without years of discipline behind him. A tree does not grow in one season. Let your 20s be the decade of construction, so your 30s and 40s can become the decades of abundance. Rule 4. Identify your weaknesses before they become chains. Epictetus warned, "No person is free who cannot command themselves." Weaknesses begin small. A small impulse, a small distraction, a small addiction, a small habit. But small weaknesses grow large. By your 30s, they become chains. By your 40s, they become prisons. Ask yourself, what tempts me? What distracts me? What controls my emotions? Where do I lack discipline? Weak habits will not disappear on their own. You must confront them while they are still soft enough to break. Rule 5. Purpose turns randomness into direction. Marcus Aurelius wrote, "Let your one delight be to move from one good deed to another."
When you lack purpose, everything feels urgent. Everything feels important. Everything feels like a possibility. But when you choose direction, half your distractions disappear. Purpose organizes your energy. Purpose sharpens your decisions. Purpose frees you from comparison, because now you measure progress against who you were yesterday. You do not need your final purpose yet, but you must choose a direction. Direction creates momentum. Momentum creates clarity. Clarity shapes identity. Identity shapes destiny. Rule 6. Learn to walk alone. Epictetus said, "If you wish to improve, be content to be thought foolish and stupid." Growth often feels lonely, not because you are alone, but because you are evolving. Solitude is sacred. It is where the Stoics went to refine themselves, away from the chaos of the crowd. Do not fear walking alone. Fear walking with those who lead you nowhere. And now, the deeper laws begin.
The Stoic Blueprint now reaches its final teachings. Rule 7. Build the kind of wealth that cannot be lost. Seneca wrote, "A great mind becomes great by what it consumes, not by what it owns." External wealth can be taken, internal wealth cannot. Build rare skills. Build emotional control. Build patience. Build discipline. Build a strong reputation. Build habits that compound into power. Money follows value. Value follows character. Build the character first. Rule 8. Restraint is a superpower in a world of impulse. Marcus Aurelius said, "You have power over your mind, not outside events." We live in a world of instant reactions, instant emotions, instant desires, instant anger. But restraint creates separation, and separation creates power. A man with no restraint is dangerous. A man with restraint is formidable. Every time you say no to an impulse, you strengthen your inner command. Rule 9. Remember the shortness of life. Marcus Aurelius reminded himself, "You could leave life right now." Memento mori is not fear, it is clarity. Clarity that kills delay. Clarity that destroys excuses. Your 20s vanish faster than you expect. Do not waste them on what does not matter. Death sharpens ambition. Ambition sharpens discipline. Discipline sharpens destiny. Rule 10. Become worthy of your future. Stop debating what a good man should be. Become one. Become the man your future family will rely on. Become the man your opportunities will seek. Become the man your destiny requires. You are not late. You are not behind. You are in the construction phase. Construction takes time. And now, the final message remains. And so, the Stoic Blueprint reaches its final words. If this message awakened something within you, if it stirred your potential, if it reminded you of the power you carry, then listen closely now. Like, comment, and subscribe, not for me, but to remain in the environment that strengthens you. This is the Stoic path, the disciplined path, the uncommon path, the path of destiny. Your next decade depends on what you do today. Your future begins in this moment. Your transformation begins now. Walk the Stoic path. Live intentionally. Build power.
Guard your mind, seek discomfort, master yourself. Become uncommon, become unstoppable, become the architect of your destiny.